Taking a look today at the Powell Cooling Fins attached to a Frantz Oil Cleaner, a bypass oil filter using toilet paper as the filter media. These cooling fins, typically already attached to a Frantz canister or a complete Frantz filter, come up on eBay very occasionally. I've been fortunate to find 3 of them. One is on the Baja Bug right now with these same style of fins. I bid aggressively on this one because it came with this brochure and I wanted to see what additional information was contained here. So first of all, under Why Fins, it's got some explanation of how the fins increase the surface area of the canister, and then it talks about potentially a 20-degree temperature drop in the oil. But I'll remind viewers that this is a bypass oil filter, so a 20-degree temperature drop is only affecting a fraction of the oil. And then some generic comments about why engines get hot. What I found perhaps the most rewarding was this little diagram here with so many icons from the generation of my childhood. There's the Triumph TR3, Myers-Manx dune buggy, 2 personal favorites of mine. There's Winnebago motorhome. I still look at those on Craigslist once in a while. This must be Sky King tooling along in his Cessna 310. The farmer's tractor didn't really speak to me, but this boat, I think as a kid we would call these speedboat or cabin cruiser. Those were our favorite boats. So I just enjoyed these images. It's very evocative of the era of my own childhood. As I mentioned, I've got one of these filters with fins on the Baja Bug, and while it was mint when I installed it, it has now become somewhat weather beaten. About the fins have faded, and it's got a round sticker here that says Powell Cooling Fins. Frankly, that's how I knew what they were called. Fortunately, although that sticker now on the car is unreadable, fortunately, the same information is contained here along with a second address. I looked on the internet. Both of these addresses are residential. They're not factories and they're not in an industrial park. So I'm wondering, was Powell perhaps a guy in his garage somehow stamping out these rings? And yes, the fins look like a cylinder, but in truth it's a stack of these rings. So maybe you just got a box of rings to put onto your own Frantz filter canister. Maybe they threw in the round sticker to put here, and away you went. If anyone watching this video knows more, please leave a comment. Thanks, and be sure to watch my other videos.